What's up, guys? Terry F Gaming here. We're back, another episode today of just PES news, talking about PES. No wrestling today, but of course, you know, I'll be back very soon. But today, I want to talk about PES 2021, PES 2022, next gen, Unreal Engine, all that good stuff, and then improvements as well that PES can make. So we know PES 2021 now is coming out, I guess, in the next, 6 weeks or so? September 15th. Yeah, about 6 weeks, 7 weeks maybe. Not really sure what to expect. You know, obviously they already told us it's going to be the same as PES 2020. I'm hoping for at least a couple things. Obviously, we're going to have cosmetic upgrades with the new kits, the balls, the cleats, the boots. I'm hoping we get a stadium or two, but I'm not really too hopeful of that, too optimistic, to be honest. And then also with the gameplay, honestly, there are too many issues with player switching, referees, collision detection, just a lot of issues with the game at times, and the AI. So if they can just revert to the demo, or maybe tweak it and into like data pack 10 or data pack 9 if you based on what happened in 2020, and we can get a couple gameplay tweaks. Can't even get my words out. Gameplay tweaks. I think it would help the game immensely. I think people do need to see something a bit different from PES 2020. Let's talk about this document. So there's a document out there. It's 100 pages. Yes, 100 pages plus, actually, by some PES fanatics who basically detailed everything wrong with the game, and things that they want to see improved. A lot of these guys are from Brazil. Makes sense. You love football if you're from Brazil and you want to see the best game possible. But what these guys have put together is really impressive. So we're going to take a look at it here. I won't read through everything, obviously. It's too long, but I'll put a link in the description below showcasing the document. I advise you to read it in full and tweet it to Konami. Will they listen? Probably not, but why not? Might as well give it a go, especially if we care about the franchise and hope that we can get a football game that we love. So let's look through this document here. Suggestions for PES 2021. There's their profile and picture on Twitter. It's Suggestion PES, so please go follow them. Send suggestions to their email. You know, they basically curated this list through, I guess, other people who work with them, but also just random fans who may have told them things that they want in the game. And this list is in depth. And what's shocking when you read it is just how many features used to be in PES. I've been playing PES since PES 5 back in like 2006-7. And it shows you, reading this document, just how many things were taken out. Not even that, you know, they haven't thought of new things, they haven't kept with the times, but they've literally just removed the features from games. Now, this isn't unique to PES or Konami. EA Sports, the FIFA 21 trailer, had just put in a bunch of stuff that used to be in FIFA, and people are really excited about it, which, you know, they should be. Obviously, new features are always fun. But again, these are features that were in the game before. So sports gaming companies will do this routinely. You've seen it with Madden, we've seen it with NBA 2K. So let's just look into PES though, because it's really alarming how many things have been removed. First things first, stadium errors, details, atmosphere, etc. So we're talking about ad boards, and these are official stadiums. So to me, if Konami gonna go through the trouble of getting the license for specific stadiums, they need to be completely accurate. As you can see here, different colors, older stadium modules, different things with the turf, stuff like that. All, you know, tend to be wrong. So they've kind of outlined these here. So they just really showcasing that the licenses for some of these Brazilian stadiums aren't being utilized fully, which is a shame because you're paying for them. All right, moving on. So just some more ad board stuff. And now we're showing atmosphere of crowd. Look at PES 2014, a game that was panned by many critics, and rightly so. The rollout was horrible, but the game had so many elements of what could have been a brilliant next-gen PES game at the time. And I think the backlash hit them so hard, they kind of just, you know, they played it safe with 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And the games have improved over time. Obviously, 2020 has been really polarizing. But let's look at PES 2014 here. River Plate. Look at the engagement in the stands. Look at, is that Sao Paulo right beneath? I can't see which team this is, the third one. Or the fourth one. This might be an Australian team. Yeah, look a little bit closer. But the atmosphere of the crowd, you can see it. Here are some fake stadiums that they used to have in the game. Different atmospheres as well. Now, there is a little bit of this in PES 2020. If you go play in Brazil or South America, the cutscenes are different. And there are flares in the stadium. And you might see like a fan on top of like a stanchion with his shirt off cheering. So that looks pretty cool. But that happens in Europe as well. Not the flares so much, unless it's Eastern Europe. But still, it does happen. Here are the fans in the crowd. Look at PES 5. Look at PES 5. Look at PES 5. Ridiculous. Look at PES 2008. PES 2009. We're getting close-ups of fans in the crowd Wearing official gear, Monaco there, looking really good. Moving on, just the banners. Obviously, we can put our own banners, but I think you should be able to have many more banners in the game. So showing, even going back to International Superstar Soccer, we had flags. FIFA 19 obviously does a great job with presentation. Here is other types of pitch advertising, different weathers. How about picking the time of day for each weather? That's something that could be really good instead of just simply, day, night, afternoon, or whatever. Though dynamic weather in Master League, I have to say, is I've really enjoyed the games that are 4 p.m. and you'll see in the next wrestling episode. You could really tell the difference between like an afternoon and then night. At halftime, it'll switch to the later time. I actually think it's kind of cool. Kit selection. Why not being able to swap out the pants and the tops? So Man United would many times wear a red top with black pants because the team they're playing has white pants. So they'll change it up just for that game. Something that used to be in PES. Now, of course, you can import a whole different kit, but that really makes it hard with the kit slots to get as much as you want in there. So that would be a welcome option. Selecting the match referee. PES 5 used to have match referees. You could pick the amount of supporters, home or away. Right? Weather information to start the game. Little things that add to presentation and just make it more, I was gonna say realistic, but make it just feel more immersive. That's the word I'm looking for. Look at Win 11-6 in Japan. They're wearing warm-up kits when they're singing the anthem or doing their pre-match handshakes. Different types of snow based on the weather. Euro 2008 rain effect. Look at real life. Great stuff there. The turf deterioration. I think we used to see this in PES 5 as well. Turfs getting worse for wear as seasons go on. As the season goes on, later in the season. Brilliant stuff. The coin toss. A animation for injury time. Little things that would make a big difference. The referees, as you can see from cutscenes, the referees are not there. There's Pierre Inume. I remember him back from PES 5, PES 6. You see, at least, these were fake referees, of course, but you would at least see who they are and get a nationality. Just add it a bit more. Referees removing the ball, something that FIFA does in PES, the ball magically appears. Shirt pulling, PES 2008, stretcher cutscenes in 2010 and 2014, obviously in all the PESs before it as well. I feel like they've completely removed somebody getting injured and getting taken off the pitch. I don't see those cutscenes anymore. How about the bandages? You remember this? PES 5, you'd injure your knee, the guy would come back with a knee bandage or a head bandage. Brilliant stuff. Wall organization. Players helping players up. There's some cutscenes where you see some of this stuff still. But good. I've also seen in 2020 players asking for a card. So João Pedro doing that for wrestling. Continuing on, when there's an advantage, why don't both players get booked? I've seen situations where a player fouls someone, then another player fouls someone else, and then only the second player is reprimanded for his actions. That should be improved. Training mode. They had a mode in training mode. It's not in this document, but I can't remember what it's called, but it used to allow you to go back in time to various points of the play. So let's say you set up an amazing volley, and you missed the volley, you can actually go back to at the moment the volley's hit. If you remember the name of that feature, please tell me below because I'm trying to remember it. It's one of my favorite things. It used to help me basically practice different situations over and over without having to completely recreate them. Fixing the goalkeeper rocket animation. This is something that I've seen some people in the comments talking about when goalkeepers jump up into the air like they've been propelled from the ground. It's unrealistic and does not look good. There's a penalty system. I'm not too fussed about it. It's pretty simple either way. Handball, maybe it should be in the game. Why not? Give us the option. FIFA has it. VAR, obviously it's not going to matter in PES, but even having animation for it, something very quick could add a lot to the game, add a lot of intrigue. It's a big part of football now. Free kick animation, placing the ball, goal kick animations as well. How about ball boys? Ball boys throwing the ball back in. These tiny things add up. Every competition has a trophy. That is massive. You see now you win a trophy, and if it's not a licensed league, and even if it is a licensed league sometimes, you don't even get anything for it. You're just there. Ridiculous. Broadcast packages for different stadiums, different competitions, teams, everything. There's Liga in real life, there's Liga in FIFA. PES have the Liga license, and you would never know it. You'd never know it. So even just adding the opportunity to put different color ad boards would make such a difference. Well, scoreboards at the top. It would make such a difference in terms of immersiveness again. Different wipes for the screen. Obviously, PES wants to promote PES, so every time you see PES, but in the Eredivisie in PES 2020, you actually can see the Eredivisie badge kind of swipe by when it's a transition. We'd love to see that again. Let's keep going. There's generic Europa League. So you can see having a license is not the be all end all. Both FIFA and PES have used things like this in the past. PES have totally shied away from it recently. But FIFA did a great job before they had the license of making it feel like the official tournaments with just color schemes, ad boards, elements, all these things. The Super Cup entrance, there you see ad boards. Let's move on to this. Now we're getting into Master League. Oh, this is going to be so many things here. They're talking about creating a club. Now obviously you can edit a club and recreate a club or create over a club, if that makes sense, but it's not the same as creating a club from scratch. That would be awesome. Look at it, number of foreign players. That would be an amazing option. I've tried to do this in the Racing series where I try to keep it very Spanish, because in Spain you can only have a certain number of non-Spanish nationalized players. For Real Madrid, for example, it's an issue because Takefusa Kubo, who's on loan at Mallorca and will be probably going on loan to Sevilla next season, he actually can't be registered with the team just yet because he has a Japanese passport, blah, blah, blah. So that would be an awesome thing to allow us to adjust, even if it's not the official leagues, whatever their ruling is, allow us to pick whatever we want. Moving on, this customization, manager customization, let us dress him up how we want to. FIFA has this. Nationality, birth year, strip style, all that stuff. And here's PES Management. Now, this is a game that came out, again, was it 15 years ago plus? And it had a lot of elements. And if PES can just take the PES Management elements, add it with some PES 5 Master League features and then some of the new features for next gen, you put that together, it's going to be an amazing Master League, right? You have just board objectives here. You can talk to the chairman. You can pick, is this a scout? An assistant who's going to help you, and maybe a better assistant gets you better things in the club. It can be so many things, from just money, transfers, scouting. There's just so many things that can happen. A live draw, how good would that look? A small cutscene, so easy to implement. We keep moving on here, and I see the advanced time menu from PES 2012. So I remember in PES 2012, you can basically skip forward to as far as you want. Insane. In Master League now you have to go one by one by one by one. It takes so long. If you think in terms of content, by the way, content creation, there's a lot of videos on FIFA about rebuilding teams. Like, I'm going to rebuild a team over X number of years. The FIFA streamers can do this simply because they actually have the option to just skip forward and let the results play out. On PES, to even do that, it would take you 20-30 minutes to go through one season. So just from a content standpoint, it's stopping content creators from doing something with PES that they do on FIFA. Again, limiting from Konami. Moving on a bit more here. There's some more Master League stuff. Look at the game plan. I remember this one here. That is PES 2013, I believe. Squad list, just different menus, training. Look at this. Request a loan transfer. Team role effect. Adding all of these things to the negotiation process can make such a big difference. Maybe you're helping tell a player what role he's going to have in the team. Now you'll see players in PES 2020 decide not to go somewhere. They'll say they don't like how they feel about the club, or they're unsure about opportunities of starting, but they just say it. There's no like meter, there's no percentage, there's no way for you to really evaluate that. They need to add a bit more to that. Let's see. Competition info, obviously different menus and different graphics for each competition. That adds so much as well. Finances, sponsor list, sponsors in Master League. That used to be a thing. You pick a sponsor, you get a bonus based on it if you hit an objective. Incredible. Back to PES Management. Newspaper menus. How about this? How about a newspaper snapshot of your greatest moments in Master League? You can go back and look at it and remember your rise to glory. Another good feature that would add so much to it. Seeing the transfer budget of teams you're going to in Master League. Let's say I've been with Racing and I'm going to a new team. I should know what their budget is and what money I'm going to have with that team, right? Also, even just in this, I'm adding to this. If you go to a team that's been doing well, they should have more money now. You know, they shouldn't have the same money they would have had as the stature of the club when they started. Here we go, negotiation with the player to negotiate the contract. Obviously, FIFA Career Mode has this. A cutscene would be so great. Just have the player there. It doesn't even have to be a crazy cutscene. You don't have to show even both parties. Just show the player. Show the player just sitting there doing like generic video game movements, and let you negotiate a contract with him and have an agent there. PES 2013, big signings, big presentation. Look at that. That is incredible. Neymar, I remember this. You would sign a big player that was in this thing, they're saying 90 plus. I think it should be based on the team. If you're a smaller team, an 80 plus guy can make a big difference. But regardless, how about a big presentation for a big player? They deserve it. Interviews. Look at this. PES management. Look how good this looks. And this is so long ago. Having interviews before the season that affect your squad's morale. All these little things. If it's 2020, we're in a new era. Well, 2021, 2022. These things should be in the game standard, honestly. TV reporter training ground. I can't talk today. There is interactions with players. Obviously, I'm not looking for a football manager style interaction system, but I know we could do better, PES. There's some more negotiations, interactions with staff, coaching, the assistant. Look at that. Incredible. More injuries. We need more injuries too. Preseason tournaments declined to participate. The badges on the sleeves not consistent. Goals of other matches in real time. Come on, this was in PES 15 years ago. How can I be playing games and not find out what else is going on in the league, especially when it comes to the last games of the season, where it's really important for relegation, Europe, or promotion battles, what's going on, or league titles. In the Champions League, the last match day, what's going on? They play at the same time in real life for a reason. PES needs to implement this in the game. They used to have it. You used to see it at halftime. Even if you only saw it at halftime, it would make such a difference. Goals in other matches, obviously we see that in FIFA, which is awesome. Real calendar schedule. Now, I know with licenses this may not be possible, so I'm not too crazy about that. Bring back the classic team. I want to see Minanda, Castolo, the geniuses of yesteryear. Zimelez, I love that team. Look at that. Medals. You get medals when you win a trophy. How incredible would that be? PES management. Look at the locker room. Look at the PES. I need to get the PES management game maybe and do a review. Let me know if you want to see that. Because there's a lot here. Look at the season awards ceremony. There's legit ceremonies for the awards. PES has that little cutscene now, but it'd be so cool to feel a bit more immersive. See other people in the crowd, people in suits giving you the award, walking up on the stage. You used to see this in previous PESs as well. Scrolling a bit more here, they see all the awards. Definitely check this document out. Like I said, read it in depth. Just gonna skip forward a little bit here. This is some My Club stuff, new stickers, definitely more aesthetically pleasing than PES. PES's graphic design team is poor. Presentation cutscene, we spoke about that. New accessories, bracelet, tape, necklaces, earrings. This is stuff that used to be in PES. I remember Cristiano Ronaldo in like PES 5 had the earring with the tape over it. There's Sergio Ramos in real life. Finger bands used to be in PES. There you see it. PES 6, look at it there. Ridiculous. Friendship bracelet, I remember that. Face mask, headgear like Petr Cech. Caps, I remember I used to always put a cap on my goalkeeper. Look at the kit options. Long sleeves, short sleeves, medium sleeves. How about medium sleeves pulled up right around here like Ramos wears, as you can see here. Goalkeeper long pants, another favorite of mine from back in the day. You don't see keepers doing this as much, but it would still be pretty cool to have in. Short shorts. Some players play with short shorts. Referee customization. Why not let us edit the referee kits as well? I don't care if you give us nothing official. Let us just do it like the players. Like the team, sorry. 2 goalkeeper kits. Clearly, that's been an issue. As you can see here, Barcelona wearing their third kit. Messi and Ter Stegen look the same because the Barcelona third kit and the goalkeeper kit are the same color. Ridiculous. Get some more bad stuff here. Edit mode. Let us edit ad boards. You let us edit everything else. Let us change the ad boards to whatever we'd like. Crowd chants and how they react to different moments. Music, stuff like that. That used to be in the game. It's import images. This is mini face. Oh wow, why not be yes, import mini faces. That's incredible. I hate looking at the generic either fake face or the kind of the silhouette, the gray silhouette of the player. Why not let us import a face, or at least if we change and edit a face, let the new mini face be the new face. You know what I mean? For the new face be the new mini face. Tattoos. Look at that. Simple. Make it just like edit. Make the tattoo just like edit mode. Literally, you paste the image on the player and it stays there. Easy. Like you literally just move the pasting from the kit to an arm. You got tattoos immediately. Central pitch flag in the middle. Look at that. Copa Libertadores. You see many tournaments have this in the middle. You don't see that all anymore. Champions League allow us to add that in. Allow us to add in entrance tunnels when we enter the tournament. We see this in Champions League as well. There it is. Beautiful. Now, I will be getting the next PES on PC, as I said before. So a lot of these I will implement in my game, but I think next year too, I'll show a lot of things that I want in PES 2022. And then obviously the stadium designer. Now in PES 2013, they had it. Right after that, FIFA, they also had all the Spanish stadiums in the game. Right after that, FIFA's license stuff just went next level. And they basically told PES, screw you. And Konami, I think it was very vague, but it feels like the stadium editor had to shut down for that reason. Simply because of what happened. Now, obviously, Konami claim a lot of stuff and they don't mean it a lot of the time. But I don't know if the stadium editor is coming back, but it would be massive because we do not have enough stadiums in the game. All these elements here, brilliant stuff. Oh, man, I remember creating stadiums and this was so much fun. So much fun. Different types of nets. They look down, like they come at an angle at the back, as you can see here. There's only one type in PES. More goal net designs. El Monumental, Corinthians, just some more designs with the nets and stuff like that. I'm gonna skip forward a little bit. Edit mode. Remember, you could import your face. You could import your face into the game in PES 2009. I did become a legend with this face in the game. I had no beard back then. It was fun. They need to put this back in the game. Ridiculous. Beard types. Look at this. More beard types. It's been, the editor is really outdated, and there's so many things. Even looking back to PES 2014, there were just more options in terms of what you wanted to do with the beard and different things. And the mouth types, even going back to PES 2015 again and 2014, different options. Nose, same thing. The hairstyle. I see a great suggestion here. First off, hairstyle and skin color. So only 6 skin colors. There are a lot of issues between face colors like 3 and 4, 2 and 3, and 5 and 6. I think you need an extra one in between all of them. Also, one thing I love here is that they used to allow us to change the hair of a preset player. Well, you had preset hair, so any type of hair that was in the game, you could put on any player, even if it was an edited, licensed player with an official face. I know they're not putting that back in the game, but one thing that I think would be great is if you update a player and you give him a new hairstyle, allow us to choose between the original hairstyle that was in the game and the new one. So a guy like Griezmann or Messi, who changed their hair fairly often, you can adjust back to what it is. Messi obviously had the beard and the hair. Right now it's shaven and he has a kind of loop to the side. I should be able to adjust back to a previous version of Messi to achieve that look. Just some more colors, competition stuff. I really suggest you read this, like I said. I'm not gonna go through everything. Oh, look at this. PES 5, in editing the kit, you can actually put an outline around the number. You've not been able to do this since. How is that even? It's ridiculous. It doesn't allow you to make the Premier League kits because there's a black border around it. Even the La Liga kits are messed up because of it. So simple. Ridiculous. More generic competitions. Scenario game mode. Obviously, we need some more game mode. International challenge did come. No. International challenge has not come back. Random selection came back. But international challenge was so much fun. You pick a team. You go through qualifying for the World Cup, and then you take them to the World Cup. You pick your squad. The squad selection is always fun. 23-man squad. Who can you pick? You have to love stuff like that. It adds so much. Referee mode and Master League Online, which I remember this. I never really played it. I think it was PES 2011 or so when they launched it. I think that's the next generation of Master League. If you can get a living, breathing Master League, 20 players, 20 teams in a single league. Obviously, you have the rest of the football world happening around it. But imagine 20 people in the Prem, or even spread out among different leagues. So maybe you have 100 players in a Master League, and they're all in a living market. You're bidding on the same players. You're arguing over players. It would be so good. It would be so good. It would be so exciting. Imagine somebody you're playing against, you know, getting the most out of a guy like Randy and Tekka, if you've been watching my series. And then you buy him because he's so good. But I know that Randy plays well for me. He may not play well for you. Now you buy Randy and Tekka and he sucks. And now you're like, damn, this is not what I expected. This sucks. It's cool. It's like real life, right? Some players excel in certain systems and then they move to another team and it doesn't work there. You see Philippe Coutinho, for example, Liverpool to Barcelona. So I would love to see something like this in the future. I know it will be a lot to implement, so I'm not holding out hope. Bring back the PES shop, all those things. So I'm going to end it here. That's the end of it. Thank you to them. So the links are below. Let me see if I can find. Here you go. Here's everyone who's involved in this. A lot of really important names here in the PES community that I know from Twitter. Also follow me on Twitter if you haven't been following me, Terry F Gaming. But please check this document out. Like I said, I will drop a link below in the description. I think it's very important that Konami sees something like this, so do what you can to get it out. But I just wanted to do this video today, talk a bit about the future of PES and show these suggestions because these are great. I actually have about 26 right now. I'm making a list. I got a book here with a list. I'm making a list of all the Master League additions I want to see that would really make it an amazing mode. I'm excited about it. I was planning on making that video for PES 21. However, considering it's going to be basically the same, what I might do then is make it for PES 2022, or even do some like stuff in between during PES 2021. So we'll see. Anyway, guys, that's it for today's video. Thanks for listening to me talk for 20-something minutes if you're still here. I really appreciate all you guys. Take care, stay safe, and I'll talk to you guys next time.